Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new series that I just decided to start doing here, Rimworld. Yes, I know a lot of people are doing it. I decided to do it. We are on version alpha 12.1 or 0.914. And just to introduce it, I got myself a brand new little pet. Her new pal. Her name is Tips. As you can see, she's got tips of white on all of her appendages. She's all 3 months old, so you might hear her mewing and crying and screaming in the background because she just wants attention. Because she's just a little baby. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Can you speak for the world, honey? Come on. Say something. No? Alright, I'll put you down. There you go. Alrighty, let's get it going on. We're going to create a brand new world. And let's do Hasselhoff. Why? Why not? I'm going to do giant world. And let's generate. And there you go. I don't know if you can hear her, but she is crying like the beat the band. That is an interesting world, I must admit. Alright. Bekru Chara. So if you want to play along with this, that's how you're going to do it. So we want to go new world. We're going to do Cassandra Classic on rough. And we're going to select. Now I'd like to play in zones where it's year-round growing. And I also like to play in rather mountainous or very extremely hilly. So let's see. Growing March to October, February, November, April, September. Probably going to be down here where we've got the year-round. Yep, year-round. Okay, we got a couple spots right here that look okay. Let's go right on this tip here. Maybe not. Limestone, marble, sandstone. Limestone, slate, sandstone. Slate, sandstone, and marble. Limestone and marble. Slate and granite. Marble and slate. Limestone and marble. I can live with that. We're not going to play on the largest 350 and 400 because I'm not sure how my new machine is actually going to handle that. On my iMac, which is a 4th generation i7, I believe, it starts to really lag down once you get into a larger colony of 10 and 15 people. So I do not know how my new Skylake machine will handle this, so we're going to go on the 325 by 325. And let's select the site. Okay, we're going to go with incapable of none on all of our people. Ooh, he is fantastic, especially with animals. Alright, incapable of none is what we're looking for. There we go. I'm just going to take the first 3 that are incapable of none, and live with it. So we've got heat tolerant. Okay, let's see. With the exception of health. Okay, no health problems. Ooh, dementia, frail, bad back. Yeah, no, we're not going to take that. Nope. The game likes to handicap you somehow. Stab scar, no. There we go, none. What are you doing? My kitty's meowing to beat the band. I think she just can't see me and is scared I'm not here, even though she can hear my voice. Who knows? She's a three-month-old kitty. What can you say? Okay, and you are capable of everything. No injuries. Awesome. Okay, so we have Steroid Housemate. He was an urban world urchin. He was a housemate. He is heat tolerant, fast walker, and has bloodlust. Okay, awesome. Decent shooting, really good with animals. Loves crafting and construction, so that will be good later on down the line. We've got Anfisa Cervantes, a coma child, interesting. Starship janitor. Oh, what an exciting job. They are a hard worker, although they're a bit nervous, so they're going to break a little bit more easily. Nothing really stands out fantastically, so I'm thinking I don't know what I'm going to have you do. Alright, and we've got Bruno Mole Guides, otherwise known as Mole. He was a sickly child. He is currently an inventor. He is sanguine, a fast walker, and psychically dull. So this is actually really good to have, because once we get those psychic ships, he's going to be the one person that's pretty much unaffected. So he's extremely good at medicine, so he will be our medic, and he's good at crafting, so he'll probably do some crafting eventually down the road at some point. All right, kitty. I reach down for her, and she takes off. Typical cat, right? Pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. Just kidding. My game is lagging. Okay, I hope that didn't cut the video out. If it did, I might have to figure something out for that later on. The three of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown Rimworld as pieces of the shredded starship fall around you. You start making plans to survive. So if you are unfamiliar with Rimworld, it is a colony building based survival game where, such as that brief intro just told you, you're a bunch of space colonists or traders or freighters or something, and you're in cryosleep, and your ship gets the Riddick treatment or pitch black treatment, and you're thrust onto this world, and your job is to survive. Plain and simple, end of story. That is all there is to it. Oh, and I'm gonna have to change that. Options, keyboard configurations. Toggle forbidden. Let's do G. There we go. Much better. So what I'm doing here is I'm just I'm selecting all of the forbidden stuff in our landing zone, so that when our people actually land, they're going to be able to harvest as much as possible. Now, there's a bunch of things you can do in Rimworld. You can farm, you can fight, you can grow animals, you can cut down trees, you can mine, collect stone, and make stone bricks and make arts and crafts out of stone, wood, clay, metal. You have metal and silver as resources. You also have compacted steel and uranium. I believe there are some mods that add platinum and other precious metals and gemstones and such like that. The game is very heavily moddable, and there is a very large modding community out there. So if you're into that kind of thing and you've never heard of Rimworld yet, my question to you is, where have you been for the last, year and a half? 2 years now, since it's actually been out in playable form? Okay. And if you haven't, and you've been hiding in a cave, go plop down the $20 on it. It is well worth it. It's a fun game with lots of stuff going on. Let's see if I can get my kitty to shut her up. Come here, girl. There we go. All right, I got her. There she is, Little Miss Vocal. Yeah, I should have named her Screamer. Let's see if she'll just sit on my lap and be quiet while I make this. All right. Let's move my head up so that I can open the menu and such without it being in the way. Move that over so I can see the architect. All right, so you have an architect tab, a work tab, restrictions, outfits, animals, factions, which there are other factions in the world, NPC groups. You have the world at large, which is your basic map. History, which is, graphs and stuff like that of how you're doing. Wealth, total wealth items, wealth buildings. You have statistics, Basic stuff, tells you how you're doing. Then you have a very healthy research section in the game. It has been expanded significantly since one of the original alphas. However, one of the things that the modders and the modding community love to do with this game is mod it. Oh my goodness! There's a mod pack. It's called the Complete Overhaul or Total Rimworld Total Overhaul Pack or something to that effect, and it adds a good 30 or 40 research technologies to add. So it can significantly lengthen the stretch or your gameplay value there. All right, so let's press the space button and start moving. Now, one of the most recent additions were dogs. Yes, Kitty, I said dogs. So let's unforbid all of this stuff and check our characters out. Each character has individual gear. They have their stats, which we saw. They have needs, which must be fulfilled for them to stay happy. And they have their health, which we briefly glanced at. You can also add cybernetics and, do things like harvest organs, kill them, install artificial limbs and stuff like that if they get blown off by a 50 cal sniper rifle from point blank range, which has happened and will likely happen. Alright, so we've got Anafisa. So we want to go to character screen. She is pretty sucky at shooting, so let's give her the pistol. This guy has no desire to shoot, so we'll give him the knife. And he is a 6. We'll give him the survival rifle. Alright. Next thing we need to do is we need to figure out where we want to live. One good place to stay, usually, if you are close enough to them, is geothermals. Because later on in the game, you can research geothermal technology to generate a curmudgeon load of power. It's really kind of ridiculous how much power they generate, and a lot of people think that they are overpowered. Me, I don't think so, because when you get to that point in the game, vanilla, yes, you can research them early and use them. However, once you get to the point where you're getting significantly larger raids, and you have a small colony, you're going to need a lot of turrets, and turrets suck up the power like nobody's business. So what I'm thinking of doing, because this is actually a pretty good spot here, is I'm going to form up down here, right next to this geothermal, but I think I'm actually going to put my people right here, because that'll give us backdoor access to this. And we can block off this or use it, and we can slowly block off this stuff here, this here, probably right about there, and then this and this right about here. Now, one of the things about Rimworld is that you cannot build past this white line right here. It goes all the way around the map, and it's what, 5 or 6? It's 10 blocks out, so you have a, 30-foot perimeter around the entire map that you cannot build on, just so that raiders can spawn and very effectively just destroy the morale of your civilization. So yeah, that's pretty awesome if you like that. All right, so let's claim that, claim that, claim that, claim those. Now, what claiming does is it lets me demolish this stuff at a later date. It also means, if I'm not mistaken, that raiders will attempt to destroy the stuff if they come onto the map and they get distracted by it. So, it's kind of a good, it's kind of a bad. Now, we need a storage area, so we're going to build a stockpile zone. Let's put it... I'm just trying to think what I want to do, because I think I want the my choke point to be here, and I will build a wall here, here, down here this way, and then across and across here. So yeah, we really don't have a lot of mountains. I mean, there's a fair amount of hills, And I would call these large hills, but no real mountains. There's been maps that I've been on to where, like, literally 2/3 of the map is just rock and mountains. And it can be quite taxing, as it were. One thing that we do have for us is we've got a lot of stones laying around. However, that is also bad because that's a lot of work to move said stones. So let's put stockpile right there. Come in here to edit it. Allow all. Alright, now we want work. We want to allow manual priorities. Firefighting. Ooh, whoopsie. Firefighting is a priority. Our doctor. Who is our doctor? Where'd our people go? They're there. Our doctor is Mole. Alright. So Mole is the only one that's going to get doctoring. Everybody needs to be patient. Everybody needs to flick. Who's a good warden? Wardening uses social. So the higher you are with social, the better. Now, he's a really crummy warden at the moment. However, this little flame here means that he's going to learn it at standard 1% rate. And she's going to learn it at 30% rate. So there will come a point where Steroid here is actually a better warden than Anfisa. So we're going to make both of them wardens. And that's important because eventually you will capture people. And you also, that's how you talk to other civilizations when they come to visit you. So, pet handling is pet handling, and I know we had one person that was just, yeah, right here, Steroid. He is he's amazingly good at that. So we're going to let him train the pet. Now the pet, since we have a golden retriever, we can train it in pretty much everything. Now it takes food to train the pet, so you probably don't want to tell him to train, haul, rescue, and release all at once, because it does take a while. And it does take a significant amount of materials. Alright, who's our cook? 6, 1, 4. And just like Steroid here with the wardening, Anfisa is going to be a better cook down the road than Steroid will. So we're going to make both of them cook. We'll make him priority because he actually has a 6. And what we can do is when we build our butcher's table, we can basically tell her to do the butchering, and we can tell Steroid to do the cooking, and that will get her food cooking skills up. Hunting, we don't want to hunt right now. Construction, everybody gets constructing. I don't care what you want. Repairing, everybody gets repairing. Growing. Who is our grower? We really don't have a good grower, I don't think. He's got a 4. 1, 1. So what I will do is I will make everybody grow, and only him cut plants, because that way he will be the one harvesting. Nobody needs to be a smith right now. Nobody needs to be a tailor, an artist. Nobody needs to craft. However, everybody needs to haul. Nobody needs to clean right now, and nobody needs to research. All right. Next, where's it at? There we go. Restrictions. Restrictions, if you're not aware, sets up the time for people to do things. They need time to work. They need time to be happy. And they need time to sleep. There we go. That's generally the way I like to do it for now. Now, we also will have a home zone. Expand home zone. So right now that's our home zone, which means that everything within there our people will try to protect. Whether it's a fire, whether it's raiders, someone is dying, a lightning strike, what have you. This is the zone and the area that our people will try to protect. And we're going to make it relatively minimal for the moment and expand it in time. All right. Getting close. We want structure. No, we want furniture. Very simple sleeping spots. All right. Structure, we want to put a wooden door there. And then we want wooden walls there and a wooden door there. All right. Let's let them get to work on that stuff for the time being. First things they do is they equip the guns like you told them, and now these guys are going to go all over the map and attempt to collect all of the little goodies on the map that I was unrestricting. Now that is going to take a little bit of time. So what we can do is we can plan some things out. So we can go into zone area. Maybe not. I could have sworn there was a planning zone. Yes, planning zone. Like we've done in Prison Architect, we can plan out our actual defensive area here. Oh, why can't we dig there? Soil. Okay. I was just past my limit. Alright, so we're going to put a wall there. And then we will end up putting a wall there. Actually, let's put this one right here, like that. Stretch it down to there. And then I like to put walls one space up, if I remember. That way, just in case somebody accidentally happens to spawn on the line, they're not going to jump over. Oh, my phones are buzzing. Alright, let's dismiss that. Sorry about that. Put that on silent. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I like to put my walls at least one up from the edge of our build zone. That way, if somebody actually spawns like right here, they're not going to spill over onto our wall and basically end up in our zone. So that will leave us a very, very significant space. Lots of space to build, lots of rocks to dig out, and we can even take it this way, like so, eventually. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Now let's just give us our whole space here. Nope. Remove. No, we don't want those there. You know what? And we're going to do this. We might as well do it right? Make us a huge square compound. Ooh, that's a lot of plasteel right there. Holy cow. Oh, autosave. I have autosave set to do once a day. Now, this is a gigantic perimeter. It's roughly, what, a third of the map? Yeah, it's roughly a third or more of the actual usable space on the map, so it's going to take a long time to get that built. So we're going to need to get a bunch of stuff started. Okay, they got that built. Production, we want a wooden research table. Yes, Tips, I hear you down there, and so does YouTube. Alright, and then we want production, we want a butcher's table and a cook's stove. We can, however, make the butcher's table out of that. And then we're going to need a solar panel right there. And a couple of batteries right there, and some power like that. Alright, that will do. Our guys are fast asleep in their little thing. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to... Oh, she wants down, I think. The problems of having a kitten, folks. Ah! Excellent! Hasselhoff! Ha 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 ha! Why? Because that's the name of our map seed, and it makes it easy to remember. Okie dokie. Yes, they were sleeping in their bed. They're going to be unhappy because they are sharing a room. So if you come into needs, you can see a whole bunch of grouchy stuff here and a couple of happy things. So very low expectations. It's because we're basically bums, right? We're space bums. We showed up at this town and our spaceship got destroyed and our credit chip got stolen, our identities got stolen, we were given some horrible alien disease just by shaking the proprietor's hand of the sleazy motel that we stayed at overnight, and so we're completely out of luck. New colony optimism is a good thing because, you know, it's a new colony. You know, you get to a new place, you're always happy. Yeah, you know, even though we got all those diseases and lost all of our money and our ship and all that stuff, we're still in a good mood because it's a new place. And spacious interior because this is just a huge space. All right, so they actually got the solar panel up. Wow. And the battery's connected. Holy free holies. That's really good. Oh, come here, kitty. She's crying really loud again. Come on. I'll pick you up again. She's only 3 months old, so she's really, really missing her litter mates. So she's craving attention. The more attention she can get, the happier she is. However, if you look at her cross-eyed, she purrs, 100 miles a minute. Yep. Alright, a storyteller named Ryu Yoshi calls you from nearby. He is being chased by pirates from the Blades. He begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Biologically, he's 25 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you'll have to fight off the pirates on his tail. Now, this is, generally speaking, a random encounter. However, this particular one is not. Usually at the beginning of the game, you get several scripted events. You get one of these, you get a random attack, and you get a random person who just walks through your colony and says, "Oh, hello, you look like a nice place to stay. I'm going to stay here." And he adopts your colony permanently. You know, kind of like Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars, right? You know, Obi-Wan and what's his name? Liam Neeson's character play. I can't remember. And, you know, he just stumbled across him and, "Oh, I like the look of you. I'm going to follow you around for the rest of my life." You know, it just kind of happens that way. We do have pistols and that rifle, so we will offer him safety. What did we get with him? Okay, you need to stay off of the desk. You need to stay off of the desk. He is completely healthy. He has no injuries. He has no handicaps, no scars. He is feeling bad, though. All right, what do we... Oh, he's very artistic, so that will come in handy much later down the road. He's very social, so he could be a new warden, which I like. How do I cycle? There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, so she... No, Steroid has a 4... Ryu has a 9 social, artistic 10. Yeah, he's pretty good, all things considered. So, would you stay off of the table? I will put you down. I'll toss you out of the room. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now we need to actually, while he's on his way, we need to put a couple of planting zones in here. And we've got a bunch of rich soil over here. Soil, rich soil. I'm looking down here at the little status icons. Doesn't look like we have... Ah, here we go. Here's some rich soil. Rich soil, your plants will grow, I believe it's twice as fast as traditional, just regular, not rich soil. So we're going to put 3... Okay, never mind. I thought I was going to put 3 zones there. Okay, so let's... Alright, that's... Yeah, I remember what I have to do. I have to deselect and then make my new one. Yeah. Alright, let's do that one to about there. Get the last of it. Alright. And then put another one right about there. So this one we want to do rice because it's pretty fast. This one's strawberry and this one potatoes. Alright. However, we want to wait for this guy to get up here, Mr. Ryu, so let's follow him around. And his pirates, yep, there we go. We got a raid, jump location, we got one guy, oh, too easy to take out. We might even be able to capture his bum butt. So let's drop a sleeping tent here. And let's make that for prisoners. Now I do, however, need to put one in here for Ryu. Okay, so where's all of our people? There's one of them, there's 2 and 3 of them. Let's recruit them. Where is Ryu coming from? I'm not quite sure, but we are going to set up right here for now. Alright, they're coming from down there. We had some visitors, they're leaving. Okay, Ryu, come here. Alright, he's coming from down this way, so we want to come over here. We want to put her there. We want to put our Mr. Rifle Guy down here. And then we want to put our Knife Guy here and Ryu here. Let's get you out of there. Put both of you to meleeing him. Awesome. And we even subdued him so we can actually capture him. So this was a huge thing for us. I mean, just completely huge. All right, let's unforbid those. Actually, we want to equip that steel knife first before we capture him, and then we want to capture him. Very cool. That was awesome. That was very, very lucky of us right there. A lot of times you will actually just completely kill him without even actually meaning to. And now I need to unrecruit Ryu. Come in here to prisoner and tell them chat and recruit. He can get regular medicine because the more colonists right now, the better. And we got a mad animal. We got a crazy hare. What's it doing? It's going after steroid. So let's recruit steroid. He will automatically kill said crazy rabbit. You crazy rabbit! You feel like Elmer Fudd there, steroid? Very cool. Alright, let's rescue. Oh, okay. Now, I could rescue this hare and try and tame it. However, that is not a good thing. Because once an animal has gone berserk, mad, crazy, there is no salvation. It will always be mad, crazy hare. So we want to prioritize hauling that. And then we need to get our butcher's table built, which we need wood for. All right. So wood is really simple. You chop wood and boom, we can chop wood. Let's chop the bit right there. Now only the plant cutter can do chopping wood, which is steroid. Which he's injured from his fight with the rabbit. So we're kind of out of luck on that one. Alright, Blackbird is getting some medicine by Mole. Which is good. Yeah, it's good, I suppose. Okay, it looks like we got some... We might have something planted. Alright, we got our... Taylor's workbench. That was not what that was supposed to be. Why didn't someone tell me? Come on, deconstruct it. That was supposed to be a butcher's table. There. Kitty's crying again. What a surprise, right? Alright, let's see about starting some wooden walls up right here. And right now we're going to go across the smallest areas because we are limited on resources. And then eventually later on we will expand out to the better areas. Or not necessarily the better areas, but the areas that I have planned. Right now it's just about securing our area to protect us from raiders. Might as well do that one across there. Actually, no. There we go. I'm going to put this one here for now. Because eventually I want stone or steel there. Alright, and once that's done we will be relatively secure and they will only have one avenue of attack. Period for now. And we've got an eclipse. Amazing. And we've got our wanderer. A villager named McFarland has arrived and is joining the colony. She is a deep space miner. Now it doesn't matter how long it takes you to click these. It could take you 25 in-game days. It could take you 10 years in-game days to click all of these. If you click the jump to location, it will jump you to where the person is. It doesn't matter how long they've been in your colony, how long they've been dead out of your colony, or how long ago you trained a pet. It will jump you to their location, which is fantastic. And another person with relatively no skills. And she has a stab scar on her left foot, so she's the first injured person we've got. Rimworld loves to give you injured colonists. It does not matter which storyteller it is, it does not which difficulty it is on, they love to give you injured, crippled, demented, crazy, legless, whatever you can possibly think of colonists. Alright, so let's come back to work here. We want to put those two on growing. That way we can get this stuff done. Because growing is something that is going to be very, very important. And we need a 5th bed. So we want furniture, sleeping spot, put one there, and might as well put one there as well. Where is our 5th person? There she is. Let's wake her up. There we go. Now she'll be grouchy because we woke her up. As you can see, slept outside, slept in the cold, uncomfortable, in a little pain, naked. Okay, maybe not. Another thing to note is your first spontaneous joiner, as it were. 99% of the time they're going to be naked to start with. So be prepared to try to find some clothes. And at this early stage in the game, the only way you can get clothes is to kill people or buy them off of traders. And since you don't have a trading depot just yet, it's going to be killing people. or killing animals, skinning them, and trying to make stuff with a tailor's workbench like the one I had. Okay, we want furniture. I was already there. So let's put a lamp in here. This guy's going to be better off than our people. Health. We shot his nose off. Poor guy. He can't smell the delicious food that's being cooked in there. Okay, we got some cargo pods. What do we got? Looks like muffalo. Oh, deer leather. Very excellent. We're going to unforbid that so our people can go get it, because deer hide is fantastabulous. All right, looks like we've already got about half of, actually no, like 3/4 of our walls built. So we're going to be pretty secure here relatively soon. Wood only, is pretty, I mean, it takes 5 wood and you get anywhere from, 5 to 95 or 5 to 100 wood per tree, I think, depending on the type of tree. I could be wrong about those numbers, but as you can see, it did not take long at all to build that up. I mean, realistically, we could have built all of these with the amount of wood that we're going to be pulling down here, but it's just kind of a waste to build it all out of wood. Steroid failed to recruit Blackburn. He has a 5% chance. Now, every time that Steroid, where'd he go? There he is. Every time that he talks to said prisoners, his social skill will go up. You can see there it's 3683 out of 5,000. So it will slowly just tick forward. The little bar here will fill up. Once it fills up, he'll get a level, and then he will be more effective at doing it, just like in every other game you've ever played or watched people play. All right, so our structures are complete. We need to start digging out some metal, because we have a fair amount of metal, actually. But still, I like to get metal dug early. This is going to get completely mined out, with the exception of a couple of supports here and there, because otherwise it will collapse on our people. There we go. Because I'm going to want that space later. Oh, and we got a raid directly on top of us. Where's our 5th person? There we go. There you are. Come down here. So let's select all them. There we go. So we've got you with a knife. Let's put you here. You with a rifle. Let's put you here. You with a knife. You actually have a knife? You have a knife. Let's put you here. You with a knife. Let's put you over here. And then you, miss, I want to be out and about when we get raided, have a gun, a pistol. So we're going to put you, actually, right, we'll put you up here. So we got a single person. All right, he has a melee weapon, so we can tell our, hopefully he can get shot. Oh, he's after McFarland here, so if McFarland can stay away from him, nope. Could not stay away. So you guys need to come over here, and you need to come over here, and you need to come over here. Try to save McFarland. Alright, melee, melee, melee. Let her get a little bit further away. Alright, there we go. Awesomeness. We got another person. Let's actually take a look at him first. Another knife. All right, he's good researching, which we're going to need before too much longer. He's artistic, constructor, really good doctor, really good at shooting. He has blood loss. Nothing is shut off. He's got a cut on his right arm. That'll probably turn into a scar. and those will probably turn into scars. So we will capture him. Capture. Right, I need another prisoner bed. Furniture, prisoner bed. Put him there. Mole captured. Alright, you can go back to what you were doing. And there we go. More cargo pods. Ooh, some artillery shells. Those are excellent. That's worth some good money. And I think that's going to do it for this episode, folks. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Hit the dislike button if you think I'm doing something wrong. Let me know down in the comments what you like about this so far, what you don't like. Do you like the fact that I'm using mods or not using mods, or would you rather me using mods? And we just had a solar flare. And unless you're a cold, heartless meanie, leave a like for Tips, because she is such a sweetheart. Yeah, look at that. Such a sweetie. Until next time, folks, I'm Lokewood. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.